Why you're waking up at night 5. Vitamins that help to stop frequent urination at night. Waking up 2, 3, or even 5 times a night to urinate can leave you exhausted the next day, with brain fog, low energy, and cravings. This is known as nocturia, and it affects millions of men and women worldwide. But what many don't realize is that frequent urination is often not a bladder problem. The bladder is simply the messenger. The real cause is often linked to nerves, blood sugar, hydration patterns, and certain nutritional deficiencies. So today, I'm going to walk you through 5 vitamins and nutritional supplements that can help to stop frequent urination at night by supporting the muscles and nerves in your urinary system and by correcting some of the hidden root causes of this frustrating issue. How vitamin B1 supports your nerves and bladder. Let's start with the most important nutrient, vitamin B1. Vitamin B1 helps to regulate your nervous system, allowing your brain to send the right signals to the muscles that control your bladder. If these signals are disrupted, which often happens with blood sugar issues, you can lose control over the bladder's timing, especially whilst you sleep. Now here's the thing. Many people are unknowingly deficient in vitamin B1 because they eat too often, snack between meals, or consume too many refined carbs or sugars. Over time, these habits drain your B1 reserves, and this damages the nerves connected to your bladder, causing those urgent nighttime trips to the toilet. Benfotiamine is a fat-soluble form of vitamin B, one that penetrates nerve tissue more effectively than regular thiamine. One study published in the Journal of Clinical Pharmacology found that benfotiamine helped to improve bladder control in people with nerve-related urination issues, especially when taken at a dose of 300 to 600 milligrams per day. You can also support your nervous system with water-soluble vitamin B1 from natural foods like nutritional yeast, sunflower seeds, organic pork, and pasture-raised eggs. The muscle-relaxing power of magnesium. Number 2 is magnesium. Magnesium is one of the most important minerals for helping you to stay asleep through the night, especially if you're waking up to urinate. One of magnesium's main jobs is to relax the smooth muscles in your body, including those that surround your bladder. This makes it easier for your bladder to stretch and hold urine without those sudden urges that jolt you awake. It also calms the nerves that send signals from your bladder to the brain, helping reduce the sensation of urgency. The problem is, unfortunately, that up to 70% of people are now low in magnesium, especially those who eat processed foods or refined carbs often. Without enough magnesium, your bladder muscles become jumpy, your nervous system becomes a bit more sensitive, and this can contribute to overactive bladder and nocturia. A study published in the journal Magnesium Research found that magnesium supplementation helped reduce nighttime urination in adults with overactive bladder symptoms. On the other hand, magnesium helps to balance insulin levels and blood sugar, which is another key factor in nocturia, as we covered earlier. For sleep and bladder control, magnesium glycinate or magnesium L-threonate are both excellent options. Look for 300 to 400 milligrams of elemental magnesium listed on your supplement label, and you may take this before you go to bed. You'll usually notice better sleep, fewer bathroom visits at night, and more relaxed muscles overall. Adding magnesium-rich foods to your diet, like pumpkin seeds, almonds, avocados, and Valencia peanut butter, can also help to keep magnesium levels high. If you're finding this information helpful, please hit the like button, subscribe, and turn all notifications on for my latest health and nutrition tips. Vitamin D and bladder signal control. Number 3 is also very important, vitamin D. Vitamin D is best known for bone health and immunity, but many people don't realize that it also plays a vital role in controlling your bladder. There are vitamin D receptors inside the bladder wall and the surrounding muscles, which help regulate how your bladder stretches and contracts. When vitamin D levels are low, it can cause the muscles that control urination to weaken or become overactive, which can lead to those urgent nighttime bathroom trips. It also affects the nerves that send messages between your brain and bladder, so a deficiency can cause mixed signals that make you feel the urge to urinate even when your bladder isn't full. Another study that was published found that women with low vitamin D levels were significantly more likely to suffer from overactive bladder and nocturia. And this doesn't just affect women. Men with low vitamin D also experience more frequent urination, especially with age. Most of us don't get enough vitamin D from sunlight alone, especially if you live in colder countries or spend a lot of time indoors. That's why I always recommend supplementing with 10,000 IUs of vitamin D3 per day. Ideally, you should take it in the morning with a meal that contains some fat to improve absorption. Vitamin D helps restore normal nerve function, supports the bladder muscles, and may also help regulate insulin, something now known to be closely linked to nocturia, or nighttime urination. The fourth nutritional supplement that can help with nighttime urine flow is pumpkin seed extract. Pumpkin seeds are more than just a tasty snack. They're one of the best natural remedies for urinary support. Pumpkin seed extract is rich in magnesium, zinc, and phytosterols, which strengthen the detrusor muscles around the bladder. This allows the bladder to hold more urine, reducing nighttime urgency. For men, the same phytosterols also support prostate health, which helps reduce bladder pressure and improve sleep quality. You can take up to 2,000 milligrams of pumpkin seed extract or oil in capsule form daily. It's a simple yet highly effective remedy that's been used for generations and continues to deliver great results when used consistently. Next is zinc, an essential trace mineral that plays a crucial role in regulating hormones and enzymes involved in bladder and urinary function. For men, frequent nighttime urination is sometimes linked to an enlarged prostate. As the prostate grows, it can press against the urethra, affecting urine flow and causing more bathroom trips. Zinc helps regulate DHT and estrogen, two hormones that influence prostate size, maintaining a healthy hormonal balance over time. Zinc is also involved in testosterone production, which supports the strength of pelvic muscles that help control the bladder. For both men and women, zinc boosts immune defenses in the urinary tract, reducing inflammation and irritation that can contribute to nocturia. You can get zinc from foods like pumpkin seeds, grass-fed beef and oysters, or take a supplement with 15 to 30 milligrams of zinc glycinate per day. If you take zinc supplements, I recommend pairing them with 1 to 2 milligrams of copper, since too much zinc can deplete your copper levels over time. In addition to supplements, it's also important to consider bladder training. One of the most effective strategies is gently retraining your bladder to hold more urine over time. If you always rush to the bathroom at the first sign of an urge, your bladder muscles get used to emptying prematurely, which reduces your bladder's functional capacity. To fix this, try bladder training techniques. When you feel the urge to urinate at night, pause and take a few deep breaths. If the urge isn't painful or overwhelming, delay your trip to the bathroom by 5 to 10 minutes. Over time, this strengthens the bladder and reduces sensitivity to smaller amounts of urine. You can practice this during the day too. Try spacing your bathroom visits to every 2 to 3 hours, even if you feel the urge sooner. Pair this approach with pelvic floor exercises or gentle yoga stretches targeting the pelvic area. The goal is to rebuild bladder capacity, normalize bladder reflexes, and reduce nighttime wake-ups. The brain and bladder are constantly in communication via the nervous system, which brings us to the brain-bladder connection at night. Just as anxiety can keep your mind racing and wake you up, it can also send false or exaggerated signals to your bladder. That's why people with stress or anxiety disorders often experience more frequent nighttime urination, even when the bladder isn't full. Calming practices such as deep breathing, mindfulness, or just 5 minutes of evening meditation can help settle this nervous signaling. Less anxiety means fewer false alarms from your bladder, leading to more restful sleep. While the 5 nutrients we've discussed are powerful, they work even better when combined with smart lifestyle habits. One of the most overlooked causes of nocturia is elevated insulin at night, often due to late-night snacking. High insulin prompts the kidneys to flush out fluid, which leads to more nighttime bathroom trips. To avoid this, stop eating or snacking after 6:30 p.m. and cut off fluid intake after 7 p.m., especially alcohol, which irritates the bladder and increases fluid loss. Stay hydrated by drinking 2 liters of water earlier in the day. If possible, limit your carb intake to under 30 to 50 grams per day, and stick to whole foods while avoiding refined sugar and processed snacks. Many people report noticeable improvements in just 3 to 5 nights by following these simple changes. Thank you so much for watching, and I wish you great health, wealth, and happiness.